What's happening, chess fans? Welcome to Net Chess and Chill. Today is episode number 77 on my journey to 1200 ELO. So, if you guys enjoy my content, please like and subscribe. Check out the link below, Fian Keto Club, to get awesome chess-inspired streetwear. You can use code NETCHESS for the whole month of April to get 20% off. I guess, without further ado, let's get into today's game. Alright. Switch the scene. You guys got to see my starry background. It's kind of cool. Alright. Let's see who we're going to play today. I'm rated 1,167, which is the highest I've ever been rated. Yesterday's game was pretty cool. We won pretty quickly. It looks like we're going to get like a Slav. Again, not one of my stronger openings, but that is okay. So it's kind of turned into like a strange, okay, it's the exchange Slav defense exchange variation is what this is called. I'm going to develop my knight to we can play this move. I think getting the knights on the natural squares should be a priority. They might come down and pin my knight. Yep. So I want to get my bishop out of the pawn chain for sure, but I'm wondering if I need to worry about this. I think if I do something like this right now, the rook can come over to c8 and I'll be okay. So I am going to bring the bishop out to f5. And I'm going to push for e6. I will bring the rook over to c8 if I need to. Alright, so I could have pinned, but he didn't give me the opportunity. He does have his dark squared bishop kind of locked at home. So this move does run into he takes, and then I end up losing this pawn. So that is kind of annoying, actually. If I do this, he takes, I take, he takes, and that is obnoxious. If I play this, rook to c8, he takes, I take, he can take this pawn. That is a pain in my butt. If I bring my queen over here, is that any better? I still run into if he takes, I take. I mean, I guess I could just take with the pawn in that instance. If I play this immediately, it's not going to work for me. But I think rook to c8 could be a move. Takes. 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 It is kind of annoying. I'm spending a little bit too much time here. So I think that if I move my queen here, I have the same dilemma, except that I can take with the pawn. So I'm thinking queen to b6, he takes, I take, and my queen is still defending this square. So I'm going to do that. Maybe I'm missing something, but to me it seemed pretty legit. I want to get my bishop to one of these two squares, and castle. Maybe next move I'll play rook to c8. I can do that. So he's putting quite a bit of pressure on my knight, so I am gonna bring the rook over. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this. I think that's why in the Slav you leave the bishop back so that you can have the bishop help defend and you don't have to worry as much. So getting the bishop out here was apparently a little wrong. And that's my problem with the Slav, is that people that play d4 play against the Slav often, and they know what to do against it. When I play the Slav, I'm just kind of like trying to get castled and be as solid as possible, and I don't know all the tricks, I guess. So trying to learn them, but all right. So bishop here or bishop here is basically what I'm thinking. I could ask the bishop to do what it wants to do, but I think I'd rather have my king castled. So I'm gonna just bring the bishop a little more passively right here and castle. Whoops. I'm a little uncomfortable in this position right now, so we'll be castling next move. Maybe it was better to play this, because if I castle, and I'm assuming he's going to take. Like, I mean, I feel like you don't set up all of this and not take. So I'm assuming my opponent is going to take the knight. I'm going to castle, and my next move is going to be trying to trade off this knight, probably. I can't bring the knight back there, which is kind of obnoxious, but I can just bring this knight in. We could trade. So he did take, which is kind of what I thought he was going to do. He might try and go for a queen trade right now, which would just lose the queen, so never mind. JK. If I do this, he takes and I can't take back. So we won't be doing that. This move wins a tempo, except it can be taken by the knight, so never mind. If I push this pawn, he takes. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I don't really want to do that, I don't think. So I'm not going to. I could play this move just to try and deal with this annoying queen. If I do this and he takes, yeah, I don't want that. So if I play this move and he takes, I kind of gotta I gotta get off of this file basically. Okay, I'm lower on time by a minute, so I want to play a little quicker. I wanted to play this move, but this stupid knight is here, so maybe I can trade for it. I could also play this. I could back my queen up and do something more like to that extent. Maybe that's better. Something like this and slide the rook over. I can even now try and attack this and win the pawn. I will lose this pawn if I don't bring a rook over to defend it, though, so I need to be careful about what I want to do. Maybe this is better. My pieces feel pretty developed. Like, I feel like I got what I wanted out of the opening. He does have, or I do have the bishop pair, which is kind of nice. So maybe trying to trade off one knight would be helpful for me. So I think I'll try to do that if I can. I feel like knight moves backwards aren't very good, but I could just go for the bishop instead. But I like my dark squared bishop typically. Like, I have most of my pawns on light squares, so. I want to play this for sure. Yeah, I have a feeling he's going to try and push the pawn. He's keeping pressure on this, but I'm going to do something like this. And then try and maybe set that up if I can. Okay, he didn't want to lose a pawn, which is understandable. So we still have eyes on this. Man, it would be really cool to be able to win or get that skewer somehow. If I push this, so he can play this now, which I'm not a big fan of. My queen is kind of, or I should probably get a better square for my queen. Could slide this rook over. So my plan, what I want to do is I want to push this pawn he takes and I take back with the queen, and then this file is open. That's kind of what I'm thinking about. I could not go for that pawn push. That wouldn't do anything for me. If I put the bishop here and go for it, I mean, it's a little something. If I put that there, we take, after he takes, I don't really want that. I'm going to slide my queen over to c7 and try and just throw the pawn forward. Maybe get the rook over. So if I take here, basically he just wants to, if he takes, I'm definitely okay taking. So I'm going to back up. Yeah, I don't want to do this. He takes and I take and he takes. I don't want that. So I'm going to back up. And if he takes, I'll take this way for sure. The knight would be hanging. Okay, he doesn't take. But now we can start trying to open up the board for real. So my plan is to open this up. If he pushes, I'll take. This guy's rated 1233. Quite a bit higher than me, but we've been playing relatively well recently. So if I take, he takes. That's the idea. What if I come here and attack this pawn? Takes. We'll attack the knight. I don't know where the knight's gonna go. If he goes there, I can just take. Okay, so he's gonna reroute here, I guess, is the thought. I can come here and fork the rook and the pawn. But the knight covers there. I can pin the knight, which is probably a good move. I will do that. Pinning the knight to the rook. Alright. My bishop's kind of being targeted, right? So moving the bishop would be something. Could slide over like this. Could slide over like this. But then he does this. No, then he does this. I can take. So if I come here, yeah, if I come here, it just hangs my bishop. That's stupid. So if I come here, I'm defending the bishop, but my bishop is pinned to my queen. So maybe stepping back is a better idea. I'm just going to come back here and do it like this. He can bring the knight into here now, and I'll probably take. I think that's what that's what I'm thinking about. So if I push, he's basically planning on taking. Is that the thought? I'll threaten the queen. I should probably think about making a luft for my king soon. I'm like down on time. This is the bane of my existence, is being down on time. So I'm assuming that his plan is to come over like this or something. That's cool. I want to probably put pressure on these pieces. What do I want to do? Maybe move the queen over here. No, I can't do that. If I come over to here, I'm putting pressure on that. That doesn't really do anything for me, though. Bring the rook here to win it. Let's see. I don't really want his bishop to get in here either. If I put this might be a bad move, but I'm gonna do it to put pressure on the knight. If he comes in this way, I'll probably take. Actually, if he comes in this way, I'm going to take this way. I can't bring the rook over that way now. Okay, I see the flaw in my logic, potentially. I'll take, just to make things a little safer for me. And then I want to play this, but I'm kind of worried about getting my pieces in trouble. I could just bring my rook back. I could also just do that. I do have this bishop move, which kind of protects me for right now, at least. Could slide the queen over. I think I'm going to slide the queen over. I have this bishop move back. I should make a left for my king soon, but I'm trying to maybe set the rook on b3, and I'm trying to play kind of fast because I have 1 minute left, so that's the goal. I'm going to attack this knight. If the knight moves, then I'll go here. Giving check to the king, he takes. I'll take back with the queen. I guess you can trap my bishop right now. This move probably needed to be played. No, because I can take. I don't know what I'm talking about. We're okay, I think. I'm gonna attack the rook. I'm running out of time. I have like no time. He can't put the rook there because I can take it. So there's that. I'm going to fork their pieces. I need to make a love for my king now. I have 58 seconds. This sucks. So much trouble playing quickly. So free piece, right? I'm assuming this happens. Also, I'm ridiculously stupid. I had my bishop there the whole game for that. So, yikes. Missed bishop takes b1. I'm going to come in this way. This way. We will take the queen. We will get the king out and moving. Yeah, we'll get our king involved a little bit. I have a tendency to lose games like this, even when I'm up material, so, this, he's got to go back, right? Can't go here, can't go here, can't go here. So, this also, that doesn't work, but I can keep walking my king forward, I think. We'll take. I can drop back now and give this check. He can't come in. I'm going to keep walking my king forward till I can get over by this pawn. We can do this, give this check, and maybe play like this. King's going to walk in to the position. I could play this. He takes. I can't take back. Sugar. Oh man, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Maybe I'll just keep the king over here. I mean, what are you gonna do? If you push, I'll take. I mean, what are you gonna do? Like, he has no good moves. I'll repurpose this bishop to put it over here, maybe. I'll come in like this. He's trying to draw. I have 48 seconds. If I play quickly, I think my moves are getting easier. So he can't push, or I'll take. I mean, he can do whatever he wants, but I'm just going to use my king as a defensive piece and try and survive. We'll take this pawn. I can come back. I could take this, or no, I can't. We'll come back, and maybe I'll set this up. Let's see. I have this move. He can take. That's fine. I will just bring my... Oh, gosh. What do I got? I'm going to bring my bishop here to attack this pawn and also go for this push. That is cool. So we're in here. I've won most of the pawns now. Let's see. I cannot go over here, but I can maybe do this. Hold on. So if I push, he pushes. Oh god, I'm going to push. If he pushes, I'll take. I should win. So he can't move. I'm gonna just keep walking my king forward, so all right. We got it, guys. We got it. I won an endgame. I won a freaking endgame. That was a good game. That was fun. So I have reached a new peak. I'm 1166 or 1176, excuse me. Played with 84.1% accuracy. We had 1 miss and 4 inaccuracies. So the miss was... we really dominated this game, boys and girls. Really dominated. So let me just double check this opening. We'll get into this for real. So takes, brings the knight out. I brought this knight out first. Stopping the pin is a better idea with this sort of setup. So I'm going to keep that in my head. Like, that makes a lot of sense because he just built up a lot of pressure and I wanted my bishop to leave. So if I want the bishop to leave, I should play a6 maybe. I kind of like the way that worked. This was a little inaccurate as well. Getting the rook over first, kind of like I was saying, is a better move. If he does bring the queen, that's when I can start to consider to bring things like this. Or I could just, instead of, I think the reason e6 might be bad is I can just bring the bishop back and say I made a mistake. But I don't know if I would do that either. I felt like I had enough pieces to deal with everything here. He does take. And this is kind of like I was down on time so much in this game, so I'm really proud of this game right now. Like, the fact that I, like, came back, time pressure and everything. So bishop d6 is actually better than bringing the knight down to d7 to go for the trade, and that is something that I considered as well. So, it makes sense. Yeah, and I can even, like, really add the pressure on, and, I think it's just a better way to go about it. I liked my dark squared bishop, so I didn't really want to get rid of it. And it ended up being really useful in the endgame because he had a dark squared bishop. So I actually just kind of like used it to open up the board and sack. This was my bright idea, and it ended up being the series of best moves. So backing the bishop up, best move, he pushes, which I think his best move was to take. Oh no, just to leave the tension and get his rooks connected. Okay. I found this move, which I'd set up with my queen, right? So he lets me take. I do, and I'm just not really worrying about anything that he's got going on. The rook move was a good move, but this one is actually better since I can actually fight for the center. I have all this. I don't need to move a piece. I don't have to move the rook over there, but I kind of liked my rook being over here and maybe bringing this one over here. I don't know. I know the rook started on a8, but I kind of wanted it back there. So this rook move was a little I mean, it was a good move, but it wasn't the best that we could go for. My problem with this entire move is just a rook over, right? Like, to me, that was the nope, never mind. Don't want to do it. Also, I didn't really want this happening. So, yeah, he brings the knight in. I take with the bishop. He takes with the pawn. I just didn't. I mean, I know it's a hard pawn to defend for him, but he's got dark squared bishop. He's got a way to defend it. And I didn't want to give mine up for the knight, is what I mean. So, the queen over was a good move. I was kind of skeptical about this. This is where I'm getting a little scared because I haven't made a left for my king, and he has been pushing all these pawns, and it just feels like I'm losing a lot of dark squared equity in my position. Not that square, but or that one. But yeah, I feel like he's got some powerful pawns there. However, they make the light squares kind of weak, but I have no way to exploit the light squares at the moment with my bishop all the way back here. I need to like kind of carve into the position. So the rook move here was a good move. I saw this. I thought this might be all right doing it like this, but yeah, I guess I don't know what I saw. It still solves the same problem. My goal in this position though was to kick the knight and then to trade the rook like this, you know, like force the rook trade with a check. So I had kind of a different idea in mind. Also, this just hangs the it just hangs the piece. So I did not, like, I don't know why I didn't just take the knight there. That would have been a lot less moving. Also, it says that this is the best move, but I was wondering, like, I mean, I could have just taken, I mean, so I guess the thing is if I take that, he takes this. If I just sacked for the pawn he takes, I could actually take that with check. I think there's some stuff here. And then, yeah, that would be a devastating check because then he has to move here and I have... Oh, no, I don't have this move because the bishop would be there. Okay, I get it now. So we get into this game. I've played so far a really good game. Ooh, bad move. Alright, so that was my missed opportunity. It's literally mate in 1 here. And I missed that. So you guys might have... Or it's mate in... There's mate right here on the board, and I missed it. Yeah, that makes sense. Because basically, the way I played it, I was low on time, so I wasn't expecting to see all the things in this point in the game. Like me having a minute on the clock, I lose my head. So I didn't expect to have all this figured out or anything. But yeah, this move, queen to f1, is a fantastic find. I just didn't see it. Instead, we go for this, which we end up getting a queen trade, which is not the best. Still going for this is actually better because of things. Oh, because of this. Duh. Yeah, because of bishop e1 skewering the queen and the king. Okay. Hey, I mean, I felt like we were winning this. I just always get a little nervous. Not a good move, my king move. This would have been nice because I actually can checkmate maybe with a pawn. No, because he takes this. Never mind. I just wanted to trade some of these pawns that he had been pushing and not worry about anything. I felt like I was good because I had these bishops here. I started walking my king around to get him over here and stuff, but I was like, I'm not really worried about anything here. He's just going to take this one pawn. That's like what he really wanted for some reason. And my opponent played like for my time here. So he was just kind of like moving back and forth. This bishop move was kind of silly. Yeah, I should have gone for this pawn immediately, bringing it back. I just started kind of eating up his position. I did this on purpose. Yeah, getting my king off of a dark square would probably be ideal. But I did this on purpose to sack the piece. It wanted me to start getting my king over here before he puts the bishop over here, which is fine. But I didn't mind sacking the piece for what I wanted, because I knew he couldn't stop my pawns. So I didn't play this exactly perfectly, but yeah, the point is I mean, this pawn is literally unstoppable. This pawn can't go anywhere, and he can't touch my bishop and pawn here. So that was the game, guys. Played like a 1550, which is quite a bit higher rated than I am, and he played like a 1400, which I thought he played an excellent game as well. I was having trouble finding how to progress for some of it, but I think today we did a better job of like finding plans. You guys give me like feedback in the comments and stuff, and I try to like not make the same mistakes over and over and over again, but it's kind of part of the learning process. So I do tend to make some of the mistakes repeatedly, but the goal is to not do it forever, right? Like maybe do it 2 or 3 times, and then you're like, oh, okay, and you remember not to make that same mistake again, right? So I've been trying to do that. I need to study the Slav. That's number one. I feel like I play the opening really well, but I think I need some ideas. Like I just need to like study a little more. I need to do that all across the board, end games, things like that. Because even in this game, my end game was my weakest part of the whole game for sure. Even though I was completely winning, so it looked like I was playing relatively strong. I mean, it was my weaker point. I didn't play all the best moves at all in the end game, whereas my opening and middle game are like, they were top notch this game. So yeah, that's the goal. We are getting really close to 1200. I am loving it. New peak today, 1176. So this is fantastic. If you guys made it this far in the video, just know that when we do get to 1200, because we're gonna get there, we're gonna just start a new series, and I'll probably just keep it moving, probably go to 1500 or 1800. I don't know, we'll set a goal. I've been doing smaller goals. Maybe they're smaller goals. I've been doing goals that I think I can achieve, and setting goals for myself and trying to achieve them. My first series was Road to 1000, got the 1000, had trouble staying over 1000, but here we are trying to get now on this series, getting our 1200. We're almost there, and it'll be time to start a new series before you know it. So let me know if you guys want me to go to 1500, 1800, I don't know, 1400, something in between. Make up a number, whatever you want me to try for. I'll take your ideas into consideration, and that'll be what the next series is. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will catch you tomorrow. Thanks.